Ignition sequence start. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel if you're returning, but if you're brand new, I go by Space Jam Tactical here on YouTube, and today we're going to be talking about the Space Force prototype PT uniforms. So this video came out maybe a year or two ago about the Space Force PT uniform. It was kind of a, how do you say it, a soft launch, right? So it was the first view of what the Space Force uniform would look like for PT or physical training. Every branch has their own PT uniform. Air Force has their own, Army, Coast Guard, Navy, and they're all very distinctive. So with the Space Force having an awesome opportunity to showcase a new uniform, they came up with this.
Designed for Guardians to be physically ready to protect U.S. and Allied interests in space. Developed to withstand the most grueling physical regimens. Tested by an award-winning champion. I'm Lieutenant Mahala Norris. I won at the collegiate level. Now it's time to win for the Space Force. Train hard, Guardians.
Okay, so no shade intended, literally and figuratively, but when that video came out, I was kind of shocked because, first off, the production quality for an unveiling of official U.S. Space Force uniform or a prototype, it's the first look that we see of this video, right? We've never seen anything like of it before. And it looked like it was shot off an iPhone 8. The exposure on the video was very bad. Like you couldn't really make out the details because it's a dark uniform. So, you get the gist of, okay, this is the uniform. I just thought it was literally made like the way I'm making this video off an iPhone 8, which is probably not exactly like the best way to make this. But as you can see from the video and the unveiling of this prototype uniform, we haven't heard anything since this last soft launch of this uniform. There hasn't been any updates. I think the Space Force has been focusing on the prototype of the dress uniform. So I think they're focusing on that. They kind of put this Space Force PT uniform on the back burner. And this may also come from the implementation of the fitness watches. So I haven't made a video about that, but basically the Space Force is essentially getting rid of PT tests. And in lieu of Space Force PT test or the old Air Force PT test, they are authorizing fitness watches that track your fitness, that track your health. And, I signed up for it as well. And I think it's an innovative way to make sure that the service members and the Guardians are staying healthy and fit to a certain extent. Because, man, how embarrassing is that too? If like you're just chilling in the office, you're just having a, hey, did you get your training done? And then your Fitbit just starts beeping, and it's like fat. It's like, I don't know any bigger way to motivate someone than to look at your watch and then you're trying to see the time and it just says fat. Because if I was like, dude, fat, I better get to running.
I see you got the extra whipped cream in there, huh?
Yeah.
Yummers.
Did I do something wrong?
You think I haven't seen you? Shoving back 24 cupcakes in the break room. 9 servings on Miro's truffle risotto night.
Hey, man.
But now you're just eating your feelings, making us look ridiculous.
And also, I'm like the last person that should be talking about this, man, because I have put on some weight. Since the last time I've been making these Space Force videos, I've been eating good here in Hawaii. But I think that's what's going to be a big driving change in the Space Force PT and fitness is this watch. It's going to track all your fitness and all that. I may make a video about this, but again, this is something the Space Force recently implemented. And if you opt not to take a part of the fitness watch, you don't want something to track your health for any reason, you don't have to. It's not being forced as of yet. And so you can also still take the Legacy Air Force PT test or the newer Air Force PT test as well. Going back to the Space Force PT uniform, it does take its design elements straight from the new Air Force PT uniform that was supposed to have come out about a year ago in 2022. I actually made a video about this in 2021, I believe. where I covered, hey, the Air Force is changing and updating to a new Air Force PT uniform. Same color pattern and all that, except different material. And if you take that and you put Space Force on it and change the blue and gray to a darker gray and black, then you would get the Space Force uniform.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
You can see in the video they have the PT jacket, they have the PT shorts, the short sleeve PT shirt. I really do like the color pattern compared to like an Air Force or any of the other color patterns in the other branches with their PT uniform, because dark gray and black, that's just something I feel like is very, very easy to wear. It's not too loud. You can really just wear that to the gym, whether you're doing official PT or not. And it matches pretty much with anything. I do like to say that they take some design elements from other athletic wear like Nike and Under Armour or Lululemon. And I hope that this type of prototype or this type of PT uniform is lightweight, because I covered it in the Air Force PT uniform video back when I joined the Air Force, long back, way back. Which was back in 2011 when I joined the Air Force. We had PT gear, and it wasn't very lightweight. It was kind of heavy, and then it made that little whooshing sound. So you know what? Here, let me go and add that in the video just for the heck of it. So my hope is that this new Space Force PT uniform does come out eventually, and we get our Guardians wearing this thing. It doesn't seem like it would be too hard to produce compared to a Space Force dress uniform. Again, I think the priority for big Space Force is trying to implement this dress uniform, because we have a lot of folks that were selected to prototype the uniform, get fitted for it, and then give their own recommendations of how to make the uniform better. This was definitely put on the back burner, but with a PT uniform, all it really is a t-shirt, shorts, maybe a jacket, and that's it. There's no shoes that have to be worn with it, no headgear. I think it's very simple, and it's literally just push it out. So again, if we have any updates to the uniform, I'll definitely make an update video on that. And also, leave in the comments below what you guys would want me to cover going forward. I'm trying to get back more into the habit of making these military content videos when I do have the time. As you can see, I also have this mic. I think in the last video I was holding it like this, and like it was just kind of hard to gauge how loud I had to talk, and it also looked kind of silly. I was holding it like this, like it looked silly. But yeah, I do look forward to seeing what you guys think of this uniform. What kind of changes can we make? Should it be a little more different? But then again, you're going to take your average Space Force Guardian. They're not going to be doing too much physical fitness compared to like a Marine or a soldier. It's just the same argument that I had with airmen, right? We have very technical jobs where we sit inside a building with no windows, and we're just, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. And so that's basically the job. So it's, we're just not really as fit because our jobs don't demand it compared to more physical jobs. And that's just being real here. But I do know some very fit folks that are in the Space Force, whether they're competing in bodybuilding or professional athletes or coming from the collegiate level, but I think there is a stigma, and there always has been a stigma of like space operators, and we're just like hunchback. World of Warcraft, just sipping your Red Bull. And you know what? That's going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the support. And if you have any comments, concerns, questions, leave them. Leave them in this section below. And as always, stay safe. Keep grinding, and y'all take it easy.